What up, y'all? It's Monday. What are we doing here? We ain't supposed to be here. Yeah, we here. I think we'll do this one. All right. Oh, that's right. We're in a new place. We're inside that building. Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe. Brought down and forgotten so long ago. The overturned table is an orange mildew crawling with something. Alright, let's go ahead and let Kim in.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Oh, that's just funny.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
All right.
I hope no one dangerous heard that.
You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
What do we got here? Old file folders in the cart. Documents silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Ooh, a new coat. A suit jacket. What are we wearing now? Ooh. Nah, this one's better. We get two points instead of one. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Stale fabric, smell, and dust. No one slept in here in months, maybe years. What do we got? A revolutionary's hat. +1 to the Mediterranean socioeconomics. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers, and brochures. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes
right,
at you
forgot we
with
shaved.
sad eyes. The
Oh,
plaque
we can still
reads,
control the flashlight.
K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Look, Kim, it's Comrade
Yes, I
Mazov.
can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Looks like they secret weapon caches and secret bunkers.
Half a century?
Helen Rowe.
This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the
He looked
purpose
around.
of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Okay. What's with all these secret
We have
caches?
found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Gonna be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the students' room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Get someone to stop there
You
here
mean
recently?
like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
He looks at the dust. The same slit window you saw from the outside. Didn't we hear something down here? I know we yelled down here. Boot prints in the sand. One of the soles appears to be worn more than the other. And they go right. There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. What are we getting ready to walk into?
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel
No.
something?
What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole on.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We met the Union leader, but we haven't got any info from him. Maybe we should talk to him more first? We found out Everett's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it. We know Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her. How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not
Thanks,
responsible
Fish.
for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands, but
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Okay.
yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but
If you must.
What do you think is waiting for us in there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Does that mean we were like an end game? Like, there's stuff I still want to do. So let's do like a real save. Can we like name it something? We sure can. So someone write this shit down. 9:25 on the 1st. Feels strange. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Take that 40 cents. I'll take that $1.15. Shadows are really cool.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to.
Okay.
Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this.
That's not
It's
gonna help.
an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have...
Hey, what's going on,
in the
Nibbler?
field.
I don't know where she's at. Or he's at. They're at.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations to Eland's frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Come on, lay down.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these,
Doing
you can
good,
force
doing
a radio
good.
signal grid on the pale.
If this cat will stop laying on my
Literally
mouse.
crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the Pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Okay.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking.
Mystery Monday,
and
baby.
You just might get an opportunity to break loose.
She's got near Pale anyway.
It's the end of the world.
You had all day to catch up, Baxter.
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
That's a Sunday exclusive. She studies your death through any of the law officials trapped in it. Well, I still like this
No.
forever.
Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Jobs are overrated.
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do.
Yeah, good
Can't
call.
say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is a great novel. Let's talk about the bad news.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Okay. You just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Looking for a deal on mattresses. Yeah. Eating's okay.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe
We got one
be
shot.
careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were
I
coming?
heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
About hiding bullets in the floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Yeah, let's tell her.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find to my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the
I
worst?
was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Laylee?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
It was your girlfriend. She cracked.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your own boys told us you're on the coast.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass.
Yeah.
Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people who people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened that. Oh yeah, I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Okay. I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Can you please explain this shit to me?
What shit? I told you I didn't do it. Sounds pretty simple to me.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Would you say he was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Yeah, you should be able to watch the old one, Baxter. It's on the playlist for sure. You don't feel sympathy for mercs? It's hard work. Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame
Me
him.
and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. She didn't hate it, okay?
You don't feel sympathy?
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes he couldn't account for.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of
I feel like we should have found that secret passage first.
Anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
You have a gun.
And
Where'd you get it?
the gun store,
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I see it's a front loader. You have another gun?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
I can't quite tell. What kind of gun is
A
it?
knocked away 80 front loader. Two-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
That merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the shot downstairs.
Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah. Evidence.
They're running drugs for the Union.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're
Okay.
going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Bitter smile.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say. You had financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
Okay, well, I'll hear that. The lieutenant isn't able to articulate his
She
question.
deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Oh yeah, you gotta start from the beginning, Baxter. But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed
How
him?
should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
I mean, there's 20, this is 23. You got about 23 hours worth,
All right, don't kill yourself over it.
give or take.
I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasya comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Wait, did she also seem high to you?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
Alright, you knew something was wrong immediately?
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How'd you come up with it so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so
Wait a
she
minute.
could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
Showerhead. Resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
You think she killed Layla
As I
herself?
keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for me?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with
Okay.
disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
No, that was a real question. I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to know all about this, but I lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? Now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
I don't know what happened.
Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances.
Who was in this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
Are we in with these dudes?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Literally. Satellite Officer Vicmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller.
This just took a turn, didn't it?
There in the word. We'll go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
I think I know them. They're in Martinez. That's right. I was assessing you. They're right outside with guns.
Friction, lock, set.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
You know about the bunker
What
next door?
bunker?
Communist hideout back there. Just a place comrades stepped through, a revolutionary bunker.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
The voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an Ezra's approaching. We're gonna have to go buy some food. Did we get it? I didn't pay attention.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
See them fireworks, Kim?
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
She's truly desperate.
We're just going right.
She
I didn't want to
thinks
die.
She has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Please put your hands up. Just walk away. Wish I could just let you go, but I have to follow protocol.
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go.
I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
All right.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
What if we just let the murderer go?
I have a feeling we didn't. Her tent. We should check it out.
Now we autosave, eh? We get 2 logic for that. That's funny. Ruby's gone. Go to her tent. Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out. Cooking utensils. She's prepared herself porridge with bananas. $8.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. The tent looks old but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
I like how Nibbler complained that there was nobody else here to talk to, but he hasn't said a word in like 30 minutes.
It reeks of cigarettes.
Alright, shine your flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook.
Take it.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Look
It's
at the
made
cover.
of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Okay.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of
Check
someone
the
who writes
handwriting.
quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Alright, I need to get a drink. Hang on 1 second, guys. Alright. Oh, you're multitasking, watching, eating cereal, playing a word game on your phone. It's all good. Yeah, what kind of cereal you eating for real though? Hey Hunter, yeah, well we usually do, but I'm on vacation this week, so I figured to fire this up tonight. We won't play this tomorrow night though. We'll play something else tomorrow. Skylines, 2 Point, Celeste. I guess we could start Mass Effect 3. I know Nibbler's chomping at the bit to play that. What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's
And welcome
mostly
back, dude. I'm glad you
noted down in
subbed.
Code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Alright, what are the diagrams?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them.
How far back do they go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did you write
Nothing
today?
on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She
Okay.
is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Alright, read the 9th first.
Great. M's peon is coming to town.
Here we go.
No doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
Well, this is a mistake. Look at me. This is coincidence. I never kill people for my mob boss. For a mob boss.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin.
Alright, let's read the 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
What's the most recent?
The thick journal bound in brown leather is the most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
Lieutenant taps on the
That would be a
page.
first, or a fourth. But who's counting? He thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
She didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her. Kim, am I really La Puta Madre's agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Yeah, that's a good
I
thing.
wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than Ouida's. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Who do you think killed the murderer?
Could have been Titus. Then again,
But no one heard the shot.
maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
You get a chance, call your station to find out more, if you dare. Alright. We can go talk to Joyce, get a reality lowdown. That's what I want to do, is explore the whirling and rags passages. Locate that gun. I don't think we can help Suna. Okay, we gotta get him in sync first. We gotta get the nightclub up and going. We gotta find some music. We already returned to that dead body with Kim, and we solved the case. That's our communist meeting. It's at night. That's gonna take a long while. Help Suna. Check the island for bullet traces. Alright, we do got a point. Where should we drop it? I'm cool on the endurance. Dreams. I'm thinking perception. Alright, it made it sound like we couldn't finish anything else once we went through there. How's he going to tease us with cereal, Baxter, and then not tell us which one he's eating? Let's give me my tear bag back, although I haven't found any junk lately. He's too busy playing his word game. Fucking Wordle. Ew. At least eat some good cereal, man.
Stop. Now. It is time.
For the tribunal?
Yes. And it's not going to be fun. Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket.
I'm not sure I feel ready for Lies Ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint Lane. The hawthorn tree is disappointed by your betrayal and psychopathic tendencies. Also, your fist hurts. A little. A little. It's
Damn it.
awful. The pain surges through your knuckles and then lingers there.
I mean, we did punch a
slowly
tree.
pulsating, reminding you of your mistake.
Smooth move, operator. We done here?
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint. Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gates upon me, stuff and despair. No, I'm just a disempowered individual trying to make my disempowerment out on everyday objects. Yeah, I ripped shit.
Kudos.
This one is taking forever.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to
Ooh,
the
what's going
fucking
on here?
reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right? Shut up. I'm gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
The lieutenant raises his left
This is
hand.
a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses.
It's
You
only
won't gun
2
down 7
o'clock,
people
1
in the
o'clock.
middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Okay.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Oh, that's how you get shot.
Peaceful.
Sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal
Oh, that guy.
cavity
I didn't even see
like
that
a
guy.
little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
Lieutenant points to the helmet
The
in the air.
lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
We're out of time. This is, what do? Whisper, the big mercenaries at the gates, the scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. The Mercenary Tribunal.
Get lost, comedian.
Yeah.
You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd, losing his balance for a moment. He staggers backwards.
Pig, fuck!
It's the only words you can make out. I can see you're drunk. One wrong move, and I'm taking you out. Easy now. No one needs to die here today.
No, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader, gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument.
Okay.
Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Who's that?
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
Well, if he's the killer.
All of you cunts inside out.
What was that? Rude? The killer?
Rip you open.
The killer?
Donna, the raddest, the killer.
He points to the figure clad entirely in charm.
What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
He tends to the stables? You think you're a little tough, huh? This killing is meaningless.
About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. These men served in Seminai, the native islanders. The 2 little white figures in the end are from when they moved to Revachol. They're recent.
Kills black people almost exclusively, eh?
That's right. Plenty of kids here in Revachol, too.
T, let's fucking do it.
Gene.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did that?
I just need a little more time to figure this out.
Time. You had time.
I've only had 5 days.
Fuck around in that church.
Yeah.
Chase some dumb drug trader. I saw you.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
I think it was me.
Now fucking...
I do think it was us. Gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun. It was not from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh?
Don't do that.
How about the kid? Tell me. Magic fucking sniper. One more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
Think. Why doesn't he believe me?
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
Ooh. He was
You're
shot.
lying. DePaul heard it.
He doesn't move the weapon.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen, when they confessed, they were lying. The gardener isn't even one of them.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window.
I thought we just got somebody killed.
I missed.
The man looks at his revolver and smiles. Yeah, it is intense.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
We can't shoot him. 97, we gotta get it, right?
Here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Grenell would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick.
Who's in charge? You were called Downwell once. What happened?
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time. Burn villages. Shit. It sounds bad on the radio. The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenell for much longer either.
He looks around.
Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. And his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Come on, baby.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
I knew you weren't the goddamn
Yeah.
squad leader.
I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces with natives. Fucking food aid shit. That shit is done now. Trigger time.
Who are you?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
Points at the whirling and rags.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner.
Oh, they're brothers.
He's brothers with the deceased. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
His parents left him on a fucking leaf compactor.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
Raoul and Ellis.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
They went to the same military academy, the same unit, and the same war.
Same fucking mud hut town, too.
He looks around and wipes his face with his armor glove.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Who? Laylee?
Yeah, when he was small. Just
We
enough to-
researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there. And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor. And now these cunts finished the job.
He waited the gang, huddled by the doors.
There's real anguish in his voice. A drunken sadness suddenly engulfs him. Memories.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
He had blue eyes, didn't he?
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic. A nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kip-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
He points towards the yard.
If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for sure. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face away in a strange.
It was
putting his
creepy,
way.
but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down plots.
Your brother didn't deserve to go out like that. I promise. I will find his killer.
Find his killer. Cop, his killer, stands right there. shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting him. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're
He's
gonna
taking the
die
shit.
for that. Right here.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Where is yeah?
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left!
Hang on one second, y'all. Alright. Sorry about that. Had to do some IT work. What the hell are you doing here, guard?
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! You know how much windows cost?
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
Lieutenant whispers her eyes still
You
narrow.
can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
The Wild Plains rep does not approve this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Wild Plains is not going to forgive you for massacring a bunch of innocent people, but we're working together. She knew you were out of control. She told me. No, I don't want to say that.
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you silos. Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid! The company bitch is gone. The ladies' cunt is gone. The ladies' gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
He looks around, tired suddenly, sad even.
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll
Fucking
shoot you
Shanky.
myself. We're doing this together.
They're huddled close in a formation. Still, the rest will stay. Even if it means dying here with him.
Yes. So what?
I'm drunk too. Let's dance, baby.
All right. Let's do this. Smear your shit all over this fucking dung field.
I didn't mean it like let's dance, like let's fight. I meant like let's dance. I'm not gonna try and shoot him.
What's the matter, loincloth? Mouthful of dick. Think I'm gonna fucking spare you?
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Kill me and you'll never find out who killed your colonel. I've been holding information. Go and kill me. Go in then, kill me. I want to die. Come on, fish. God damn it, I did my best. I just need more time to solve the murder.
Good. Kill him.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it. His
We're gonna
eyes
die?
in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out.
Who the fuck's Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. The shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible
We just died.
force.
Good thing we saved it. Didn't we? We didn't save it.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. Then, 2 shots ring, and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see Two cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger. A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars.
Well, we fucked this up.
Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes, death.
Fuck it. Maybe dodge it?
You can't.
No.
There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes.
Come on, go lay down.
Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen to the darkness and the pain.
The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. He's not gonna make it. Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got.
What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
I don't care. Fuck me.
You can also feel the bone where the bullet went in. Something very sharp, like broken teeth under your fingers.
Alright, we're back. Alright. Feel the bone, something very sharp, like broken teeth under your fingers.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. dancing lights of pain, distant shadows cast by them, like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
A silhouette appears crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. Of course I get gunned down and die. Sorry, fuck. Kim, I lied. By not remembering who I am, I made it up. I remember everything. There's a white shadow, and it smells like apricots. It's always there. Yeah, no one wants to party with me. You feel hot, burning tears streaming down your eyes. This is a stupid world. Everyone's so evil. I don't want to be anymore. It hurts.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him, a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear.
Did we save Kim?
There's no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream.
At least we got
The
him.
sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Oh, let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting
We
in
alive?
painkillers, thrashing in his boned sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance.
Yeah.
A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
I like the way he did that. So did we die? Are we alive? What's going on here? I really don't know.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple
room's
from
clean.
the pain.
Sunrise, Arabellon.
We got a skill point. Lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face covered in bruises. The room is
Mr.
clean.
Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been happy
Oh,
enough
shit.
to take Dramamine and curse. and drink water. It's not ouch time yet. You just go to the Dramamine pill.
Sunrise Parabellum.
Wait until it wears off.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under the counter bad.
The piss jacket came. You took it off?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
Wait, did you say sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
My gun, it's engraved on it.
Cops like it.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have had it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
What happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The Major gave the command.
Wait. What happened then?
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit. With his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it, I shot and wounded him. While Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name. They are all that's left.
Titus is
yes.
dead?
You were bleeding out. I think you said no one wants to party with you. And you warned me. I was able to disarm the Major before he got the jump on me.
Thank you. Although...
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the bull, though. And that's what happened. Yes.
I thought I only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
And the Major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
How many casualties on the inside total?
4. Glenn, Theo, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus.
And that's...
All.
Total shit show? That's not that bad. It's an absolute disaster.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
7 or 6? He said 7.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive.
Right?
The
Rip
worst
Titus.
scenario has not materialized yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
How bad am I
Pretty
hurt?
bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
Is anyone from my station about to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
You haven't seen any, have you?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
Such a word.
I don't know.
He may have some idea, but he's not gonna get into it with you.
If not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Were you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the Major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Alright, let's get up.
Easy now.
Until it turns double again. An orange hue of
How
fame.
are you?
My disco days
Your
are done.
disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Freighter. I honestly don't know.
Good, because I totally do.
Because we can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone?
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Royal Pines. Or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Wait, you've checked? She's really... Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man?
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. This is because I'm a la puta madre peon, isn't it? The fucking Maybells, Kim, the flowers. There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance. Antique bullet from a Bella Margret 446mm. How can I be to find one? How hard can it be? There are all these old bunkers, weapons caching areas, revolutionary area. It's simple to have to locate. It's simple. We have to locate communism. Communism killed him.
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
That does make some sense.
What?
The fucking Maybells, Kim, the flowers. They were on the roof. I did not catch them. Fucking Butterfingers.
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to catch everything.
He's wrong.
No, Kim, every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay.
Clearly you're not meeting it. Alright.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
I can't believe they're fucking useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
Bombing
I'm afraid
doesn't-
we may not be able to locate communism, Detective, on account of it being dead.
To making a massive comeback.
Ideology does not have anything to do with the murder investigation at hand. I'm sorry, it does not.
You know what I'm thinking about? Solving crime.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Super easy. It's hard.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics. Also, it's just close enough to enjoy the walk.
Why not?
He extinguished a cigarette in the sole of his boot and threw it on my floor.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical.
Of course, a radical centrist. In these bright and loud times, where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act. It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Where is this?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed.
It's all about
History's
speed, baby.
greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
What about all these things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
No, we've been communists for a minute, I think, Hunter.
You may never live to see the kingdom.
We were supposed to be finding some communists.
Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What benevolence? What a fucking joke.
Yeah. Wait, is Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Sure.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Where do you see that at? Let's go there right now. Seems fine. I still want to live in the present. What's fucking up then?
Slow
Fuck it.
down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Alright. We'll get there
That's
eventually.
right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Rivershaw. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
We're an 18 communist. Superstar cop. And we're also a sorry ass cop. People killed. Did we finish this one yet? Jesus Christ, no we haven't. We do got another point though. Our encyclopedia is kind of low. Yeah, Stad Superstar Cop. I want to level that up. We probably could have needed that. Alright, let's look around here now. New replaced glass, shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside, back in the world again. Hey. We don't care about electrochemistry. Are we in full uniform now? Just about. Yeah, we get drama. I like my drama. This Stereo 8 player's been reunited with its right speaker. You see gleaming on an ammo. No bottles inside. Look, the door's open. Can you walk right into Kim's room?
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror, the expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. Still not happening. It won't come off that.
But we can't walk into Kim's room. Interesting. Oh, there we go. The alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Medical supplies in the cupboard.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. He may have notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. Such a burden. I should just fuck off. I saw epic visions of the darkness behind darkness behind darkness.
Behind darkness. I get it. Let's go.
Tremble. The time is now. Ta'ola. Time for the show. For Ta'ola.
What's the show?
The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
What's that?
Ulogu Theodos. Xeno Zausin. Ipoli Osivian
Wait, when did it
Monday
begin?
morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of Insane World ending? I've been saying it isn't.
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Am I sure it's not a joke or some kind of coping mechanism? I'm a little afraid. I do think the world might end soon.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet and in the far plain. Perhaps, just a thought, this has something to do with the hangover.
I'm not sure it's just a joke.
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
You know what? Fuck it, we're in.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, so we can't go out his front door. We gotta go through this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Should leave a note.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry. I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift?
Lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows. What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
Oops, we ran. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. Did she find the bullet trajectory?
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez. B prime. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island in the bay.
We didn't check that. She's trying to tell us the shot came from the inlet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
How did she know to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her.
I don't know. At this point...
What difference does it make?
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Maybe we need to go to the island.
He is trying to justify it to himself. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under every rock and talking to every person. But what else is there?
Cam, let's go to the fucking island. This is something we have to do, Cam. What else is there?
Not a lot, no. Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
Takes a second to gather himself.
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian, the netpicker, she's towing her boat. I have no idea. Do we have a boat?
Yes, but it'll take them days to give it to us. We could ask around in the fishing village. They had boats.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
We're gonna hurt ourselves.
You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
The door has withstood your demolishing attempts. There must be another way in.
Below, in the union box, was there something behind the window? In the hawthorn branches, brushing against the glass.
What?
No one knows. It is a fleeting feeling.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't run. I forgot. I don't know. She's lied to us about absolutely everything. And then we go call her on it, and she's like, well, actually... Do I gotta buy another room?
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
I don't remember having the choice to arrest her.
Defended may be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths.
But I didn't want her getting into the system because I didn't want her to die.
Started flying.
So I wouldn't have arrested her anyway.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so...
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are
Nice.
staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that. Oh, you
They're
know,
dead.
people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Okay, what happened to me with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, I have to mention it. When it happened, you were right on the balcony. On the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself, stepping onto that balcony.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Can we not look at the window?
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon.
I thought they got shot.
Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Huh? What?
Cowardly.
Our condolences for your losses.
Is he okay? Point to Ellen. What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys now? He's dead.
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze. While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
How badly was he hurt?
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, Elizabeth, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
This is a broken man. He probably feels that he should have been able to protect the others somehow.
Which guy ran
Now
away?
He feels guilty
Shanky?
for not
Where the
dying
fuck
with
is
them,
Shanky?
or instead of them. I'm not suggesting much. All I'm saying is, he lost everything.
What?
Go why behind to be responsible for the deaths of your friends? You're gonna just leave it like that? The little guy ran, Shanky. You're just gonna leave him like that? Fucking Shanky, that's right. See, we can get him killed right now.
Sons of bitches.
He mumbles something in Misk. When he sits down at the table again, a malevolent smile is spreading across his
Was
face.
this really the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit, if he can still remember this when he sobers up.
If you think this will keep him from offing himself, I'll make sure to remind him. So far, I've just been pouring whiskey in him to keep him sedated.
What's gonna happen with Titus dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
He sounds like old boy from Red Dead 2.
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
You, Eugene.
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
You can do it. Eugene Boys has quite the ring to it.
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
You're right. Eugene Hardy doesn't sound bad either. You're gonna do alright. No one's born to lead.
Titus was, but thanks for the vote of confidence. If I don't stick around, it's all over. So, I guess I sort of have to now.
Yeah, man. You know, you got this. You got this.
I haven't got shit, Al.
This is not completely ludicrous. Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think along.
Any
Damn
idea?
songbird of misery, that one.
Man shakes
Do
his
you
head.
have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh yeah, he said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
She's gone. Face it.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
Alright, looks like we can't look at the window anymore. That's shitty. Let's go call. Let's do that. Let's get on the horn. It's 11:15. We may wrap it up here a little bit.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your jacket grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's in the
Sheets
west?
of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you,
The
ghosts?
skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Etonite-covered roofs. cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that...
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's to
There's
the
a
east?
fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock-homes. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across that?
Couron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond
A
there?
silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river.
Alright, I'm good.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. I'd recommend you put on your coat.
With our fishnet shirt. Where are we going? To the beach? Let's look at this. Actually, I'll bet the wall.
graffito
Let's
has
call
been
it right
painted
here.
over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
So Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
Heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply, Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer.
Light of a ciggy. Yeah, what's this call right here, guys? Hunter. Hunter, thanks for coming back, buddy. Baxter, Nibbler, pleasure as always. Drop those likes if you haven't already. Drop a sub if you're new. I'm out.